Wait here, I'm starting this STS ID. So today, what I want to explain, I want to explain about two topics, guys. Spring Cloud Hystrix, and next is what is Spring Security. So what is this Spring Cloud Hystrix, So see here, everybody. Hystrix is a fault tolerance library provided by Netflix company. It's a fault tolerance. Fault tolerance means I told you now. If any service is failed, payment service, and if I'm giving the request for payment, so I need to get one dummy message. Please try after some time. So that is known as what here? Fault tolerance. So Hystrix is a fault tolerance library provided by Netflix. Using Hystrix, we can prevent delegation of failure from one service to another service. Assume that if one service is depend on another service, let's take an example of bookmyshow.com. In Book My Show, we are booking the what here tickets online. So first I need to go to Book My Show. I need to select the movie. Then I need to do the payment. Then we will get the notification. So now tell me, so Book My Show service is calling payment service, Book My Show is calling notification service. Payment is failed also, notification will come. Understood my point here now? So who is calling? Book My Show is calling to Paytm service. Okay, if you are paying the money by using Paytm service, and even notification service. You'll get one mail, notification service. Now tell me, during this call, if any service is failed, that is known as what here? Delegation of failure from one service to another service. Means we are calling to one service, that service is calling to another service, but that service is getting failed. So we can stop the delegation of failure from one service to another service. Hystrix internally uses circuit breaker design pattern. So this is one design pattern that is called circuit breaker. So it is using the design pattern to handle the fault tolerance in the microservices. So in short, circuit breaker used to check availability of external services. How many services are available? Like web service calls, database connections, like that it will check. So what I will do, I will give you one example to you. Based on that example, we are working on what here? One example. So I will open the paint here. Open the paint. Let me open the paint. Assume that this is me, sir. This is me. This is me. And so what happened, suddenly, in my mind, I got one plan. In my mind, I got one plan, idea. I will watch RRR movie. Which movie I will watch? Triple. That is what my plan. In my mind, that is going on. So definitely, nowadays we are not going to theaters in the lines. We are not standing. So here I will go to the what here? One microservice we are using. That is known as what here? Book My Show service. And it's a microservice. What service? Microservice. And this is running with what port number? Assume that 919. But as I told you, Book My Show service always called Paytm service. Yes, Book My Show service always calls what? Paytm service for payment. And it is also one microservice only. It is also what? Microservice. And this is running under which port number? 8181. Then after that, we have one more. That is known as what here? One more is there is their notification service. And this is also one microservice only. And assume that this is running under port number 7171 like this. So tell me, we are giving the request to whom? We are giving the request to Book My Show. We are giving the request to Book My Show, sir. But Book My Show internally calls home. Yes, it will call to Paytm service. It will call by the Paytm service. And even it will call by, it will call to notification service. You know very well. So we will develop total how many microservices here? 3 microservices. Any of Paytm service, notification service is very easy. Only we need to focus on what? Book My Show service. So now first I want to create a notification service. You can see here. In this notification service, only we need to add which one? Spring Web. And see here, only we need to add a REST controller, request mapping notification. What I'm telling, send email. Email is sending something like that. So now what I will do, I will open this one. This is my STS ID. I will open file, new Spring Starter project. And here I will give notification service. And then I will say what here? Next. Only we need to add what here? Spring Web. Next, finish. It will take some time, wait for some time. So I am creating a notification service. Now here we are not creating a separate controller, sir. No, we are not creating separate controller. We already have one Java program, Java main class. In that class only we need to make the changes here. 1 second, let it project created. You can see right side 26% completed. Wait, don't disturb to the project. Otherwise project will disturb you. So wait for some times because it is very sensitive, guys. Sensitive means we need to do slowly. Wait, guys, wait. 36%, 38. Almost done, sir. Almost done. So don't touch anything. Let it be create the project. Now you can see here. Now go to this notification service. Go to the what? Main Java package. This is your main Java program. I told you here we need to use how many annotations? 2 annotations. One, we need to take REST controller. So let's go here. I will say @REST controller. Wait here. It will come. Yes. What we got? REST controller. Next, we need to go for what? Request mapping. What I gave request mapping? Notification. Notification slash. Okay. Now here I will do one thing. I will take public string. What I am telling, send email. And here I will say @get mapping. What is the get mapping? Send. So here I am telling return notification service. Something I am writing notification service giving the notification. Something like that. Understood my point here? So what is ready? Notification. But notification running under which port number? 7171. But we did not write now. So close there. Go to the what? Main resources. Open. Server.port. What it is? 717. Finish. Now it's created. Same like that what here? Paytm service also. So now you can go to that same one, same dicto dit, copy to copy. And that is not important. YAML file, properties file, same. If you want to work with YAML file, work with what? YAML file. So now let's see this one now. What we need to do now? Paytm service. Again, what we need to do? Spring Web. Same na. Here what I will do, I will take what here? Paytm. What I will use? Paytm. What I'm using? What is the method name? Payment. You can take any method name. You can take any method name. So now you can go here. Again, I will create another project. So now you can see this file, new Spring Starter project. And here I will give you Paytm service. Next, Spring Web. Next, finish. Here also, if you need YAML file, write in YAML file. If you need properties file, write in properties file. So see this here, we have what? Paytm. Open, main, open. So now you can see here, at the rate REST controller, at the rate request mapping, slash what? Paytm. Paytm. And here we are writing public string. What I'm telling, payment process. Anything we can write. Method name can be anything. But what is the request mapping I'm taking? Get mapping is equal to slash pay. What I'm telling, return. Let's say payment service giving the notification. A payments service giving the payment. Something like that. Control plus shift plus board. And tell me this Paytm service running under which port number? 8181. So now you have choice now. You want to go to the properties file, go to the properties file. If you need YAML file, you can go with what? YAML. And you have one property now. That's why I'm not going to YAML. But you can convert to YAML, guys. So what I'm writing, server.port 8181. Yes. Save this. So now I want to check both are working or not working. So let me work with what? Notification. Right click. Run as Spring Boot. I'm checking array notification. Are you running or not running? See here. So what is the port number here? 717. So now what I will do? I will open http:// localhost 7171. What? Notification. What I should give here? Send na. What I have given here? Send. Send means what? Notification service giving the notification. So notification is working. Similarly, I want to work with what? Payment. Right click. Run as Spring Boot. And it is running under 8080. Sorry, 8181. So let's say here http:// localhost 8181 / Paytm/pay. Yes. So both are working or not working? Yes, both are working. Means my Paytm service is ready, notification is ready. Now we need to go to the what here? Third one. Who is the third one? Book My Show service. So everybody focus now. What we will do? We will go to the what here? Book My Show service. Here also we need to add what? Spring Web. So let me go to this one. Let me go to the what here? File, new, Spring Starter project. Book My Show service. Then we need to click what here? Next, Spring Web, next, finish. Understood na? Same na? Web only. But here See, actually what happened, in Spring Boot, there is a Swagger is there, Swagger. But Swagger is outdated. That's why I'm not teaching to you people. Earlier it was working. But today if you use Swagger, Swagger will not work in the latest version of Spring Boot. So Swagger I'm not teaching to you people. That is one reason. Second is, if you need Hystrix, you need to add it separately. Separately, we need to add the Hystrix. So this is a dependency we need to add in pom.xml. This is what dependency? Spring Cloud Hystrix dependency. Default it is not giving, sir. Earlier it was giving, but nowadays it is not giving. So what we need to do? I need to go to Book My Show, open the pom.xml file, and in pom.xml file, now you go down, and after this web, paste here, save this. So here I'm using Spring Cloud Starter Netflix Hystrix. So like this we are giving, sir. Okay, sir, we added what here, this one. So now what we need to do after this, even we need to change the what here, parent tag, because I told you now, nowadays it is not giving Hystrix also. It is also outdated, but we can achieve by doing some changes. But Swagger we cannot achieve also. So now you can see your parent tag we need to copy paste. Which version we are using here? 2.3.3. Now you go and check your parent tag here. Parent you go and check. In pom.xml only. It is what here? 3.0.6. So we are replacing that parent. Save. So here we are taking 2.3.3. Understood now? So what we are doing, we are adding the Hystrix dependency. So if we add Hystrix dependency, so what we need to do? We need to change the parent tag we need to change, because that parent is having high version. This parent is having what? Low version. So nowadays Hystrix also not supporting in the Spring Boot. Okay, sir, we got an idea. What next? If you do this, then we need to add the following code in the Hystrix. So first we need to take what here? A REST controller, enable Hystrix. And we are using dependency injection for what? REST template. So go there, close. Open the what here? Book My Show. Here I will take at the rate REST controller at the rate enable Hystrix. And as I told you, here we need to take what here? REST template. At the rate out of what? Control plus shift plus O. So now tell me, we have used REST template. For what we should do here, we need to take bean object. For bean object, we need to take for REST template. So see here, we have taken a bean object. That object is returning always new REST template object. So tell me, what is the main method name? Get REST template. So what is giving? Yes, this bean object we are using for this REST template. Okay, sir, we are ready. So whenever we have REST template, we need to do this. And why we are using REST template? Using REST template, one microservice call to another microservice. Understood what is the purpose of REST template? One microservice will call to another microservice. So now what I will do? Here I will write the logic. Everybody focus. What I'm gonna give you here, you will understand here. Everybody focus. So see here, control plus shift plus O. I am taking public string. What I'm telling? Book show. REST template is here. What I'm calling? Get for object. What is the get for object? 8181 Paytm what here? Pay. Get for object. What is the get for object? 7171, that is for notification plus. Both are returning which output? String output, string dot class, string dot class. It will store in first, it will store in what? Second one. So what we are doing? We are returning both the outputs. Both the outputs we are returning. So what is the output for both? What is the output for both? See here. Payment service giving the Paytm. Notification service giving the notification. The two outputs will be here. One output here, one output here. Who is giving? REST template is calling that services. And here I am telling get mapping. What we need to give? Book. If we give book, then which method will execute? Book show will execute. And this book show will call how many microservices? Two microservices with the help of which object? REST template object. And now here we need to use Hystrix command. At the rate Hystrix command will take group key. You can give any group key. Command key, some you need to give one command key. And next we need to go for main. Main we need to focus on what here? Fallback method. Fallback method means if any service is failed, suppose notification service is not working, otherwise Paytm service is not working. So what I'm telling, go to fallback method. And what's the name of this method? Book my show fallback. So that is the reason. Below I am writing one more method here. Sorry. So here we are writing one more method. What is there here? Book my show. What I'm telling? Service gateway failed. So I'm just writing one message that if service gateway failed, you cannot do the process. So this is nothing but book my show fallback is a fallback method, sir. It is a what method? Fallback method. What is that name? Book my show fallback. Understood what is Hystrix? So tell me, whenever one microservice is calling to another microservice, if any delegation of failure will come, so we with the help of Spring Cloud Hystrix is acting like a fault tolerance library. So internally it will use a circuit breaker design pattern and it will check how many, what is the fallback method is present, and that fallback method it will execute. Okay, sir, we got an idea. Finish. So here we need to give the request what? Book. After book, what we need to give? Book only, na? So now you can see this. Let's run this. But we did not kept to what? Port number. So let me give port number. What's the port number we are keeping? 9191. Very good. Server.port is equal to 9191. Finish. Let's run the project. Right click, run as Spring Boot. See this, there is an error is coming. One second, where I wrote a. So there is the error is coming. What's the error here? So again, what we need to do? We need to stop everything, sir. We need to stop what? Everything. Because as per us, we gave all the correct answer only. Now we need to configure the port number. But what we did not add it? See, Spring Core dependency also we need to add here. Then only output will come. Otherwise, output will not come. So let's go to the what here? Book my show form.xml file. Here I need to add what here? Spring core dependency also. So total how many we have added? Netflix Hystrix dependency, Spring core dependency. Now you run first one. Notification. So let me say run as Spring Boot. Next we need to run what here? Now we need to go to what? Spring Cloud, sorry, Book My Show. Run as Spring Boot. Yes. So tell me, it is running under which port number? 919. So we did not added what here? Spring core. Now it is working or not? So what I should give here? See, both are working. Notification working? Yes. Paytm is working? Yes. Both are working. Now you see the third one. http://localhost. What I should say? 9191 slash what? Book. Book only. So we are getting Paytm service. Even we are getting what? Notification service. Total how many outputs? Because both are working. But Hystrix, when it will execute if anyone failed. Now what I am doing now, I will go to the what here. I will go to the what here, our here, and I will stop notification, sir. Click notification. What is stop? Notification is stop. See this? Here is a notification. Refresh. You do refresh and coming up. Now you give slash what? Book. Enter. What is coming? Who is executing? Fault tolerance. Hystrix. So Hystrix is telling, "Arey, don't worry. There is a one fallback method is there. You execute that method." Understood my point here now? So this is what the story. Understood? Online people got an idea? What is Hystrix here? Fault tolerance.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Finish. Now we have a.
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good, guys. Very good. So last topic of today's class. That is very easy. It will finish in 2 minutes only. But code will finish in 2 minutes. Theory will finish in 5 minutes. I want to explain about Spring security also. Spring security means assume that I am giving the request. Request is going to controller directly. /book /pay /send. We are giving directly request to the what? Controller. But in Spring security, what it will do? Spring security use only for 2 features only. One is authentication. One is authorization. Authentication means username and password. Authorization means it will check what is your role. If your role is a user role, admin role, clerk role, so based on the role, it will give you the authorities. So tell me, what is the purpose of using the Spring security? Mainly for 2 features, authentication and authorization. Okay. So let me give you the complete structure, complete explanation of the Spring security here, so that you can understand easy. Spring security is a framework which provides various security features like authentication and authorization to create a secure Java enterprises application. So remember, Spring security is also one framework. And with the help of this framework, we can achieve various security features like authentication and authorization to develop a secure Java enterprise application. It is a sub-project of Spring framework, which was started in the 2003 by the Ben Alex. But later on in 2004, it was released under the Apache license as a Spring Security 2.0.0. So tell me, it was initially developed by Ben Alex in 2003. Later in 2004, it was released under the license of what year? Apache as a Spring Security 2.0.0. So what I told you, this framework target is two major areas of the application. One is authentication, one is authorization. Assume that tomorrow I am planning to go for an interview in MNC. In MNC case, assume that I want to go to the IBM company. So what happened, when you go to MNCs, first they will ask you what year? Some ID proof. ID proof is nothing but who are you? Authentication, username and password. Who are you is known as what? Authentication. So I will say, I am Niyaz sir. Okay, authentication is done. But authorization is not done. Authorization means I will go to interview room only. I can go to interview room only. Can I go to the development environment? Can I go to the testing environment? Can I go to the HR departments? No. So I am authorized to go only to interview room only, interview hall only. So that is known as what here? Authorization. So what is the main area of using the Spring Security is only for authentication and authorization. So today I will create one project. Okay. So Ben Alex, who created Spring Security? Ben Alex. So, but now it is under the license of what here? Apache. So now what I will do, I will create one simple Spring Boot project so that you can understand easily. So what I will do, I will open STS ID, sir, STS ID. Let me off everything. Let off, everything off. See here, I will take, let me close all of them, close all. I will take file, new class. Sorry, project now. File, new starter project. I'm giving what is Spring Security. Spring Security APP. Next, I'm not doing anything now. But I want to add what here? Spring Web. If you want, you can add Web. Next, finish. Wait for some time. And now what I will do now, go to the Spring Security. I will take here port number. Server.port 9090. What's the port number? 9090. Go to Java main. If you want to create here only, you can create here only. Your wish. Otherwise, if you want to create home controller, you can create home controller. Let me check in example what I gave. What I gave here? My controller. Inside which package? Controller package. So I will do one thing. I will go to the what here? Main Java. New package. com.ihub.www.controller. Right click, new class. My controller. So tell me, if you keep name as my controller, it will not become controller. So here I'm taking one @REST controller annotation. And here I will say public void. What I'm using? Home. I will say @get mapping. What I'm using? Slash. So here I'm writing return. I love Spring Security. So I think I wrote the same thing. Let me check here. Only for you people. What is there here? Message. Message I wrote. What is that? Message is not important. Here I'm writing what here? Message. Here also I'm giving what? Message. You can take different names also. But I want to return what? A string. What I want to return? String. Because here we are returning string only, not double quotation. What I am returning? I love Spring Security. When it will return, if you give message. So see here, this is a problem which we are doing in the previous examples. Security is not there here. Without security it is. First, I will show you what is the problem without security. So see this, my project is running with 9090. So immediately I will go here. I will say 9090 slash what? Message. What is the message is coming? But tell me, is it asking username, password? No. So if you need authentication, username and password, stop. You right click on that one. You can go to the Spring. What is there here? Add starter. Otherwise, you can add during the project creation also. So during the project creation, we will get this page only, na? Yes or no, tell me. So here you can type Spring Security. Spring Security. Next. Click on what? Pom.xml file. Finish. So it's finished, guys. What is added? Only dependency added now. But sir, what is the username and password? So username and password we will keep here. So now I will go to the what here? Application dot properties. What is the port number I kept? You can keep any port number. Now I will give your Spring dot security dot Spring dot security dot username. What is there here? Username. Similarly, what? Spring dot security dot user password. Username I am keeping Raja, password I am keeping what? Rani. Finish. So let's relaunch. Right click, Spring Security. Now you give the request. Now you give the request. Refresh. What is asking? Please sign in. What is the username? Raja. What's the password? See here, I gave Rani only, no Kani. Yes. Now I can click what? Sign in. Then only I can see the message. Then only my request will go to the what? That particular controller. Understood my point here now? So see this, we are not creating any form. So form we are getting automatically with the help of what? Spring Security. Only by adding only what? One dependency, that's it. One dependency you add, Spring Security. For every project, it will come, sir, if you add this. Understood, everyone? So remember that point here. Don't ask me tomorrow. If anybody says, I want to create microservices, Spring Boot. If somebody says in a company, I want REST APIs, Spring Boot. If anybody says, I need authentication and authorization features, Spring Security. Understood my point here now? So that you need to understand, sir. So this is all about our course.